Welcome to behind the scenes of our Friday the 13th special of Death Note. I really need to sort out this room. It's getting a bit cluttered. So it's pretty early in the morning for me on my day off. I say it's pretty early, it's like 8 o'clock, but that's early enough when I could be in bed. But I have lots I want to do today, including the filming of our Friday the 13th Death Note. I've been planning this one for a little while, ever since I saw an article on the interwebs. I'll put a quick glimpse of that up now for you. Now, I might have spoken about this the Wednesday before the Friday the 13th episode came out on Friday, if I'm planning things correctly. So chances are you already know why I decided to make the Friday the 13th Death Note. But in case that all goes tits up and I don't end up releasing anything on the Wednesday, you can watch this on maybe the following Monday or the following Wednesday. I'm thinking too much about dates and times and stuff. I should probably just really get on with it. But at the moment I am in my guest bedroom of my house and I need to try and find the mask, the Jason Voorhees mask, which I have a feeling is up in this box here with the cauldron and other Halloween bits. So let's go ahead and have a look at that. Okay, so for some strange reason we have a copy of the snowman, and with all the Halloween stuff we don't need that, and we don't need Christmas wrapping paper yet either. It's not quite that time, but we do have a cauldron. I'll just sit on top of everything. Move that one out the way. Actually, I might use the cauldron to support all the stuff that I take out, including Hannah's masquerade mask. If I can get the camera right as I'm looking through this as well. That she used in last Halloween. Used on last Halloween. Oh, Halloween decoration. We have skill. I see the mask. Hello. I might just replace that with like a menacing sound or something, and change the colour of the video. Scary stuff. Well, Halloween isn't far away. It's about a month or so away now. So it'd be time to get all this lot out again. All the skeletons and the sellotape for some reason. Yes. No, I just had a crazy thought. What would the cats think to me in the mask? I can hear them just outside the door now. So I think I'll go say hello and capture their reaction. Well, they're definitely not bothered. Just coming up and saying hello to me. I think at first Phoenix might have been a little bit worried, but now I've got cats jumping on me and clawing my legs. Oh, not good when you've got shorts on. Anyway, on with the show. So the idea once again I'm not going to do anything about my hair because I've got to put the mask on. I've got a whole thing planned, so you just have to put up with this for now. So the whole idea for this Friday the 13th, use your words, Lee. Oh. The whole idea for this Friday the 13th Death Note is we're going to follow Jason Voorhees in just like a normal day. He's going to wake up you know, like a normal average person, and, you know, get ready for his day, and then realise that, hey, it's Friday the 13th. I've got to go to work, you know. So we're going to have him getting ready for, you know, his day of work. And essentially just follow him getting ready until he suffers a brutal heart attack. Brought on by his name being written in the death note. I know it seemed like a pretty good idea to me, so I was like, yeah, let's film that, let's do that. But then I started to think about all the things I can do for the getting ready scenes, and realised I needed to kind of step it up a little bit. So it's going to be a lot of fun, what's about to follow, and it's going to be a little messy too. What is very important is the costume of Jason Voorhees. And I think one of two shirts. See, it's exactly like you would do in the shops. You'd have to grab what it is you want to accessorize with and just see if it... Oh, that doesn't work. And just see if it works. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Quite like the blue. Like the blue. I think I'm going to start with the blue. And then when something happens, I'll have to change into the grey. So we have our shirts. I think standard jeans. Yeah, standard dark blue jeans would be fine in the background with that. So we've got our costume. We've got the mask. I think the only thing to do now is just to set up and begin filming. Right, the plan was to use some pins, or like hair clips or something, to keep the beard in place. But it's just too wild. So I'm going to need to keep the mask pulled down and try and tuck the beard up as much as possible so it doesn't show. Let's get on with it. For today's filming, I will be using my trusty camera rig again, which is this one right here, which, as you can see, once attached, bends in all kinds of directions and allows me to clip my camera, phone or whatever into it, and then I'll become a one-man film crew in order to get the shots I need when I'm by myself. So I've just taken Hannah's diary that she puts all her scheduling stuff in, and I've had to take up the page that has Friday the 13th on it because I need it for the movie. I need it, Hannah. I'm sorry, I've written in it. Sorry. I did originally just have the Friday the 13th day filled out, but it looked a bit plain on the other pages, so I decided to go ahead and fill the rest in. Now that shot of the diary is only going to be on screen for a couple of seconds, so hopefully some of the other words and what's written in the other days do catch people's eyes, or at the very least you'll have to just kind of press pause on the diary scene if you want to read the rest of them, which works for me. It's just that little going the extra mile. Yeah. Okay, just a couple more scenes to go now. Let's jump to downstairs. And now we're in the kitchen. I'm not looking forward to this scene. But when I thought of it, I was like, I need to keep it in because hopefully it's going to look really funny. but I'm going to get really messy. Let's do it. Did I mention how good this was? This is really good. This has helped me out a lot. Very good. Great purchase. Link in the description now. Okay, so the idea for this scene is morning coffee. We're going to have Jason Voorhees step into the side of the shot, turn, take a drink, everything just spills out down the top, and he just kind of takes the cup away, looks down and looks back up. Now I only get the one chance to do this unless I want to wash the shirt and then dry it and then take two, because you'll already see all the tea or coffee or whatever I use and everything going down the top. I'm not going to use boiling water because that'd just be stupid. And although I may look stupid, I'm not really that stupid. I've decided to go for a tea bag instead, because coffee stains a lot more than tea does. And I've decided to put warm water in, because the last thing I'm going to want is cold water suddenly hitting my body and then I get a different reaction to what I want to actually feel, and then that messes up the take. So lovely warm water. The tea's looking lovely. This smells pretty nice actually. I might have to put a cover on in a second. But yeah, I think we are pretty much ready to go for the shot. I don't have any milk to put in this. Maybe it looked better. Maybe it looked like a black coffee then. Okay, it's enough putting it off. Let's do it. Okay, we are rolling on the one and only tea take. Mask is on and ready. Lighting is as good as we're probably going to get it. And time for the tea. Action.
He says the presence of at least 1.3 million refugees is proving too much of a burden for his country.
Our education system, our healthcare system, everything is suffering. Add to it these refugees, the crisis that we are hit. You know, I described it once as this is like a...
Oh dear. Glad the wife's not home. Okay, the shot wasn't too bad. I made a hell of a mess on the floor, so I'm going to quickly clean that up, and then we'll get ready for the next. Shot. The shirt has been changed. On with the show. It is now time for the scene of the heart attack, and I do have one more shot to film after that, and I'll explain why I've left that shot till last when we get to it. Scene. So here we are on the last scene, the Friday the 13th Death Note, and the reason I decided to do this one last is because it's the shaving scene. The whole idea for this one is the mask will be on, comical shaving foam, and just a razor. The reason I decided to save this one till last was because I'm not quite sure what reaction the mask is going to have to the shaving foam. I might put it on and then as I wipe it off it might take all the colour off the mask, I'm not too sure. But that's why I decided to save it till last. I didn't really think that the tea would cause any discoloration for the mask. That's why I was fine doing that one earlier on when I did. But not too sure about the shaving foam. So let's give it a go and see what happens. It's a lot of shaving foam. Enough? I think that's enough. Now I've got to get it off my hands and then scrape it off the inside of the mask where it's gone through the holes. And then we're ready for the scene. It's not too bad on the inside. Might get a bit on the beard, but I'm gonna wash off. Alright. Okay. How do I look? Fucking ridiculous is how you look. Woo! Okay, last one this time. I wasn't happy with either of those shots. And I've got to be happy with it. Right, there's got to be something in there that, Jesus Christ, I look like I belong in the end of Ghostbusters. There's got to be something in that I can use. It's very hard to breathe in that when you got all that shaving foam over your face. The last scene, I had planned to put some paper as if I cut myself shaving, but I don't have any more of the fake blood like I thought I did, and it just looks ridiculous using warp because you need to see straight through to the mask. So it just looks ridiculous. Everything I've just filmed looks bloody ridiculous. It just didn't look right. But the final scenes of our Death Note character, and then in theory we should be ready to edit. The mask isn't too bad, just a couple of odd scratches down the side, but the shaving foam didn't actually have any effect on the colouring like I feared it might. I've been thinking about the last scene. I don't think I'm actually going to show our main Death Note character. I'm just going to show the Death Note diary, Death Note book, just the Death Note with Jason Voorhees' name written in it, and then the Death Note being closed and then end credits. I think that's it doesn't need to be too much, and if I show my character in Death Note, then I feel that'd be too much. Am I overthinking this? Yes, on with the show. The real question I face every time it comes to filming Death Note is, where the hell did I leave the Death Note? I don't remember Light Yagami being so careless with the Death Note placement in the series. So I need to try and remember where on earth I placed it. I got a feeling. Yes, I found it. I'm just going to give up with that shot. What I have to do is escape the bedroom without the cats running in. Oh, here they come. No, 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 just wait. Wait. Okay, so we have once again found the Death Note. Time to film the final scenes as they're being chased down the stairs by the crazy cats. Nah, they're cute. Right, once again, into the living room for the final scene. Now, this is the problem though. I don't want to actually write in the Death Note because it's quite a nice kind of collector's piece. So I've been using this one as the stand-in, but as you can see, there's a bit of a size difference. So I need to take some paper from this one, cut it down to size, and put it inside this Death Note so that we can get the shot of me writing in it, or just the name that has already been written in it, and then me closing the book. Time for some arts and crafts. I'm still also recovering from my man flu that started like the middle of last week and hit me hard over the weekend. It's slowly going away, which is good, but right now I just feel absolutely drained just doing the little bit of filming that I've been doing. But time to sit down. Got the scissors, got the pen, got the papers. Let's make the new Death Note. First things first, to carefully remove the paper and then decide whereabouts it's going to fit in the new book. Right, cut that down to size and stick it in, I think. So this is the completed new page for the Death Note, so I'll just write the name on there and then close the book up to reveal the Death Note. Then end scene. End movie. Roll credits. Let's give it a go. And we're done. Time to see if it all fits together, and hopefully it looks good and hopefully it's funny. But I still think there's going to be one question that everyone's going to be asking. How can he kill Jason Voorhees with the Death Note if you never see his face?